here we are again.
Yeah.
Another moment where we were called conspiracy theorists for railing against the World Health Organization's plot when it comes to vaccine passports. And we were promised, weren't we? This is just for the pandemic. It's only temporary.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to give you back your rights to travel. Lies, more lies from the World Health Organization.
Lies. And this is what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. You know, you're told it's nothing at first, and then bit by bit, they expand it until, boom, it's compulsory. And this is the problem. Not even getting into the fact that we still don't know how effective or even how harmful the mRNA COVID vaccines have been. There are several investigations ongoing now. Pfizer themselves have even announced that they're looking into some of the adverse effects when it comes to heart issues in young people. So why would you then seek to mandate this sort of thing in this weird health passport and base it on someone's ability to travel? And look, people might say, you know, we've always had this because, of course, for some countries you have to have vaccines. But the fact is, this will be far more centralised and far more easy in terms of dictating where people can and can't go, and that's the fear. And indeed, we didn't vote for any of this. We didn't vote for Klaus Schwab. We didn't vote for these organisations to have such power over our lives, and that's a real problem.
Amy, Nickell, what's happened to the freedom to travel, to bodily autonomy? Do you sign up to this madness?
I mean, I think you're jumping ahead a little bit because this is in the case of another pandemic, which could be any time in the next 400 years. It's not going to be tomorrow.
Pandemic, like
and also, one of the things that I know
did.
you rallied against during the last pandemic was the inability to travel and the grounding of all the flights. So a lot of that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I sign up to vaccine passports.
There is a lot of mention of the word voluntary in point 23.
Well, it wasn't voluntary during the pandemic, though, was it?
I think that the preparedness is something that we need for the next pandemic, and this is just a bid to... Dominique, you're looking at me like you want to kill me.
Because I just think you're really naive.
I think...
You really think that all of these world leaders just want to make your life so easy.
I'd rather think that.
Just want to make your life so easy, and not that there's so many companies.
But the thing is, it will fine, but it will make.
Do you not think this feels sinister, Amy?
No, I don't think it seems sinister at all. I think it seems like a group of leaders who want to make sure we're prepared if this happens again, because we certainly weren't last time.
I have to say, if there's a concern, the concern is this: who made the World Health Organization so powerful?
Yeah.
It's looking like they'll have more
A
power.
body that, by the way, helped cover up COVID in the first place with China.
But it looks like they'll have more power than any particular nation's own health experts or health organisation, which is a worry because they're beyond the democratic process. If they do or say something particularly out of order, people in America, India, Scandinavia or Britain will not be able to affect any of their policies, but yet their policies will affect the way we live.
Where will it end?
Yeah, and I think that needs to be looked at. And the worry, of course, is that thin end of the wedge. They start with this, where do they end?
Yeah.